What's going on, everyone? Cameron Blaze It here. Welcome you to basically Season 2 draft breakdown of the AABL. If you don't know, the AABL is the A-Drive Army Battle League, and Season 1 was not uploaded because I wasn't doing YouTube at that time. But here we are, Season 2. Just got done with a fresh draft, and I am super excited for this team. Now, before I go anywhere, I am the Atlanta Braviaries in the CBLA. In the AABL, I had a recent team change name change, whatever. Don't mind me messing this up already. To the Zanesville Zoruas. And if you don't know, Zoroark's my favorite Pokemon, so hey, why not? Question of the day. What is your favorite team name for leagues like this? Is it like the St. Louis Rampardos like A-Drive does? Or is it like the Tampa Bay Lightning Rods like my buddy Greg does? Who knows? Maybe it's something completely original and I had no idea. So let's get into this draft breakdown. So I had the 13th pick overall. And so that means I started off this draft thinking, okay, there's 12 people in front of me. I don't think any of the laddies are going to be... I think the laddies are going to be taken, so I started looking at other things. But as the draft consistently went down, I realized, oh my gosh, I'm actually going to be able to get Latios. And my plan was to draft Latios, Clefable, and then Mega Scizor when I got all the way back. As you can probably see, that didn't happen, but I did snag Latios, Neon, just a beast. This thing has just an insane special attack stat, speed, and special defense. It's kind of knockoff weak on the defense, but like I think that you don't want to catch a Draco Meteor from this if I can land it. Shoutouts to my CBLA match. This thing gets like Surf, I think. Pretty sure it gets Surf. It gets Calm Mind. Just some great moves. Energy Ball. Like I love this thing. Great first round pick, and then 4 picks later, I grabbed my Mega because Clefable was picked right after Latios. I was upset about it, but I was like, alright, Mega Gardevoir is a great wall breaker. And looking at these stats, base 165 special attack, 135 special defense, 100 speed. Those, look, between these two, yes, they share Psychic type, but you don't, like, no, so if not many things can switch into a Hyper Voice on Mega Gardevoir, and it does have a pretty good move pool. And Energy Ball, it does get like some pretty good like random moves, like all the elemental punches, which I find weird. Just get Signal Meme, Thunderbolt, T-Wave, Will-O-Wisp. This thing is just great. So 24 picks go by, and I grab 0, my Scizor. So I don't get the full core I wanted, but it's still a pretty good core in my opinion. Now Scizor is a like just amazing. It has Technician, so a Technician, Choice Banded, Bullet Punch from a base 130 attack from a Scizor, something's gonna just die, I swear. Not to mention it gets things like Bug Bite, Acrobatics, Aerial Ace, Brick Break. It gets Superpower and Iron Head. It can take on almost anything. There's not many things. They're fire types, obviously. But that's about it. A good fire type would just destroy this thing, but as you can see later on, I kind of built around that, and not to mention Latios can somewhat take fire types on, as long as they're not too physical. Alright, so up next, I felt like I needed a dark type with all the psychic types I had, so I grabbed Honchkrow Godfather here. Now, Honchkrow I'm very familiar with. I know it's not a 4th round pick, I think, but I feel like I don't know how to word this, but just like something told me I needed to grab Honchkrow. I mean, Honchkrow can just do a lot. It can be special, it can be physical, Sucker Punch Moxie. It can be Insomnia, so you can't put it to sleep. It gets Super Luck. Calm Mind setup. It gets you can run like Assault Vest. I've run a pretty successful Assault Vest, even though it's not that great. It's very slow, but I'm pretty sure this thing gets like Agility as I'm just scrolling through the moves. But this thing is just, I love Honchkrow. It's one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. And yeah, moving on. So I'm just like, alright, I'm going to need to start building my Fairy. I've already got my Fairy Dragon Steel core. I need to start driving to a Fire, Water, Grass core. And that's what I do. So pick comes back around, 24 picks like I said. And Volcarona is just sitting there. And I can't let a Volcarona just sit there. So I just pick it up. I mean, this thing is a great setup sweeper with Quiver Dance. It gets Fiery Dance to keep boosting that special attack once you get a Quiver Dance up. It gets Bug Buzz. It gets like Recovery and Giga Drain, so you can run Life Orb and then get that. You probably wouldn't run Signal Beam because it gets Bug Buzz, but it does get some like weird physical moves like Wild Charge and Zed Headbutt Light I never knew of, and it does get Will-O-Wisp and Whirlwind, so you can Will-O-Wisp Whirlwind something out. It's got good special defense and HP to back it up. I mean, like 135, 105. It's pretty good for the special side. And just a few picks later, I grabbed Franklin the Seismitoad. This thing is bulky. I mean, 105 HP, you can grab like an Assault Vest or Max Defense. Gets Stealth Rocks. I finally got a Stealth Rock user, I think. They get Stealth Rocks. Like, yes, it gets Stealth Rocks. It does not get Toxic Spikes, but it does get Toxic. It's like knockoff Scald user. Scald is just like one of the best moves in the game. And yeah, so that was my first 6 picks. Like, I felt like I had a good first 6, and this also gets me a water immunity for stuff like Fiji, by the way. But first 6 picks, so it keeps going by, and I just go out and I all of a sudden realize, oh, I need an electric type. And I was drafting Chestnut. I had that in my mind. I was about to draft it, but then I saw Electros still sitting there, and I was like, I don't have a electric type. So that's what I do. I grab Electros because it was, like I said, sitting there, and I don't want Electros on another team. I love Electros. Definitely one of the best Assault Vest users. Like, I like the Assault Vest. This thing is like very unpredictable. You can be physical. It can be special. Gets like some of the most diverse moves for an electric type in the entire game. It's just like a lot of moves. Like, look at these moves. These are all like useful moves, and it gets Acid, but Acid is not that useful, so we're gonna ignore that one. And just like, it has Levitate, so this thing doesn't have any weaknesses, and it can just switch in to basically any water type and just stop it if it's a Assault Vest, like I said. And just like, this thing won't mind if it gets Scald Burned, because it's more common specially used, but it, like I said, does get physical moves that I might run. Alright, so the picks come back around, and I was like, alright, it's time for me to draft Chestnog. And Chestnog, like, is just another really good type. I wasn't so sure, because there wasn't that many grass types, and I didn't know what to grab. And I'm not that familiar with Chestnog, but I've seen what it can do in Drain Punch, Leech Seed, Spiky Shield, or Hazard Stack. Bulletproof can just like take down some of its like weaknesses in Sludge Bomb. It's really nice. You can switch it onto like a Choice Scarf Shadow Ball user in case of Gengar sweeping you. It's just really good by what I know of. Alright, then we grab Diggersby. Gives me a ground type, gives me an electric immunity. Yeah, it's a normal type, and it get rid of that ghost weakness. Like, my last 2 picks, as you can see, are also kind of trying to balance out that ghost weakness. Just Huge Power is an amazing ability. Huge Power, Quick Attack, Return, Earthquake, gets freaking a lot of moves. It's just amazing. I think it gets Swords Dance. If you can get a Swords Dance up and you just click Quick Attack and you win, Bertha just destroys lives. I mean, yeah, you see this 56, but the moment you put 252 on that, you do times 2 because Huge Power, that becomes 422, and double times that again because of a Swords Dance, and it's over. Alright, next up, we got Miss Magius Blair making her return to the D-League team. She was on our original team. She was just amazing. One of the best Scarf users. It has some pretty basic stats in 105 speed, special attack, but you put a Scarf or Choice Specs or Life Orb on it, and this thing becomes like way more scarier. So it's just amazing. We also have Helen, the Meloetta. Just that. You can go the fighting form, whatever it's called. It's really good. Way faster and hit stronger. Like, Meloetta is a really good monofill. Like, it's a good pickup to my team. And Meloetta can just... Like, it's another one of the things you have to predict weird for, because it can be physical or special, depending on what you do. And finally, we have Execution Points, the Audino. If you don't get that reference, play Undertale. This thing can just Calm Mind up. It's a great Wish Passer. It's a Heal Beller. Gives me just another bulky type, sort of bulky. It gets Heal Bell, Hyper Voice. But yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Calm Mind Subs too. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you guys, if you guys are hyped for this season, hit that like button. If you're not, then I don't know what you're doing. I gotta go. I will see you guys next time. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.